Jesus Christ.
I feel pretty.
Oh, so shitty
It's so pretty, shitty.
and gay. Is that okay? All right, click subscribe. I'm going to start right away with my favorite Johnny Beer story because
Okay.
the review of this movie is going to suck.
It's
Johnny
gonna be very
Beer
short.
played high-level basketball here in Southeast Michigan.
Okay.
So he still gets free perks and stuff. He's kind of a minor celebrity from college. So he was at a Pistons game when the Detroit Pistons used to play at the Palace. Now they're at Joe Louis Arena downtown. And him and his dad and Uncle Bob and a couple fellas are up there watching the Pistons game. And Uncle Bob gets drunk as fuck.
All right.
Real drunk, like, oh shit, we've got to carry him out to the parking lot drunk. But the game ended, and they still want to go out again. And, you know, around the arena, there's sports bars. They're like, let's just go get something to eat, watch the West Coast games. What about Uncle Bob? He's passed out drunk. Just let him sleep it off in the car. Okay. They go inside. They come back out, I don't know, an hour or so later. And there's cop cars all over the place. There's blue lights and cops, and like, oh shit, what the fuck?
All right.
Well, they have no idea. Uncle Bob wakes up in the car, and he can't get out. And he's pounding on the windows because he's so drunk he can't get out. And people are out there trying to explain to him, pull the door handle. He's, I can't unlock the door handle. It's locked. Oh, pull up the lock. He's pounding on the window. Until somebody finally calls the cops. Right.
So he's like a dog strapped in there. I have
He
no
can't get
thumbs.
out. All right, so they're coming out, and they see all this commotion. They realize it's happening up around their car. Like, oh shit, that's for us. Let's get the fuck out of here. And they turn to take off, and a cop stops him, like super aggressive. You stop! Freeze right there. You think this is funny? You think this is funny? You think it's funny locking a retarded man in the car? And then they start talking like, what? He's drunk. They called the cops.
Right.
Because they're like, somebody calls 911 and says, somebody has locked a retarded man in the car and he can't get out. So they come by and break the window and let him out. So they're trying to explain, he's not retarded, he's just drunk. And Uncle Bob is sitting on the cop car going, I'm not drunk and I'm not retarded. My favorite Johnny Beer story. I love
my
partying with
God.
Johnny Beer.
All right. Well, speaking of having to be drunk or retarded in order to enjoy something, West Side Story by Steven Spielberg. I don't think Spielberg's made a good movie since Jurassic Park.
No, yes, he has.
Has he?
Yeah, I'll
Really?
look it up later. I'll tell
All
you.
right.
He
Because
has.
I can't think of one.
Okay, here is the thing. Number one, oh my God, oftentimes I ask, did we need this project? Did they need to redo this?
That's a fair question. Did this need to exist?
In 1961, it was a big stage show and became a great movie.
Yeah. I remember it. I remember the original movie. I actually saw this on stage.
Oh, okay.
It was very, very well done. It was excellent.
I'm sure it's great.
But that was a long time ago.
I'm not sure in this day and age it translates well to a mainstream audience.
I remember watching this and I kept cringing and I kept wondering, why is this so cringy? Why am I having such a hard time watching this? And I really do think it's just, it feels so out of date. Even made modern, it feels out of date, but in a weird way. Like I enjoy musicals. You know, I've watched many, but this is awful.
Well, you know, so there's a lot of throwbacks to the original 1961 Robert Wise. Robert Wise did Star Trek the Motion Picture, and The Day the Earth Stood Still, and Sound of Music. I mean, it's Robert Wise. Okay.
Right.
And Spielberg did a lot of throwbacks. Like a lot of stuff, it was shot down low, filming up. I'm like, okay, but there's no reason to do that other than to copy the 1961 film.
I noticed even the choreography felt like it was the exact same, like we were watching the exact same dances as the original.
It's like you could have just gone back and reprocessed the original into HD.
And it would have been fine. It would have been the same movie.
I don't know. I didn't get more than 20 minutes into it, to be perfectly frank. And I'm just immediately thrown off when I see these guys that are supposed to be these New York street toughs. And the first thing you see them do is, la la la, I'm not homophobic at all. I swear, I'm not. I'll blow a tranny live on camera. I don't give a shit. But
Where's my
But
dress?
they're just unbelievable as these tough New York street thugs. They're these fucking dorks. Look at these fucking weenies. It's just one, do you even lift, bro, after another. And even the Puerto Ricans are like, oh, bro.
Yeah.
It's well made.
It is.
It's well made. The
Clearly,
production values
a lot
are all
of money
there.
went into this.
The production value is all there. It's just, it doesn't translate. And I don't know why the 1961 does. Maybe because you're thinking to yourself, well, yeah, this was
This was made a long
1961.
time ago, so it's okay.
The same way I can
and
look
you're willing to
past
accept it.
I can look past shitty special effects in The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
Like,
because
it was the
made-
30s.
made a long time ago.
I just didn't buy it.
You're not wrong. I mean, even going back to movies like Star Trek: The Motion Picture, you can still go back and enjoy it. Or The Wrath of Khan. I love Wrath of Khan. Come on, some of those special effects are janky, but you can still enjoy it. You still love it because all right, this is an older movie and you accept it for what it is. This
I know this is brand new,
Yeah,
but it feels stale. And I don't know why that is. And
can't-
I didn't care. I didn't care. It didn't hook my interest at all. And if it wasn't Spielberg, I wouldn't have watched it. At all. And I'm a
Spielberg's
Sondheim
name-
guy. Sondheim is great. Into the Woods is one of the greatest fucking musicals, and it translated beautifully into a film.
There you go. And it can't be the era because I just watched The Greatest Showman, and I loved it. That was a great movie.
Well, because huge jackass can carry.
That's very true. He can carry a tune. And, you know, it's just fun watching Wolverine sing and dance. But this was just, I couldn't do it. And you're right, the same reason you saw it was why I saw it. It had Spielberg's
It's
name.
Spielberg.
I grew up with Spielberg. I love Spielberg movies.
Well, let's
I'm
look
probably going to love this.
I need to actually
I did
look to
not.
tell you what his last great film was.
All right, so anything made after 1994, I guess. I'm curious if it was any good. And by any good, I mean,
Oh boy.
you know.
2 hours later.
Boy. Lincoln.
Lincoln?
Yeah, great movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it? I got nothing. What do you got?
War Horse.
I never saw it.
Excellent film. Ready Player One, which to me was garbage, but you liked it.
All right, Ready Player
He's
One
done
was
stuff
okay.
since then.
The
Somewhere
BFG. All right, I guess that was him too, sort of.
somewhere around Schindler's List, he stopped making fun popcorn movies,
That's what it was.
and he became an artiste at this point, which was fine. Schindler's List is a masterpiece.
Absolutely.
But
it
he-
changed him.
It changed him. Yeah, he didn't do E.T. anymore.
No more E.T., no more Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Well,
no
sort
more
of.
that.
Kingdom
he
of
went
the
back to
Crystal Skull and
So you
his
could
diarrhea.
see when he tried to go back to his old style of storytelling, it didn't work. It just all fell apart. So, I don't. All in all, I'm very disappointed in this.
I just didn't care. I don't like the music. I never have.
Maybe that's part of it too. The music also sounds dated. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. I also didn't make it very far into this film. I made it up to their first song and dance routine
Yeah.
when they were singing "When You're Rich." Yeah, I made it through
From
that.
the first cigarette to your last dying day. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
And
the
that
fucking
was-
lyrics.
and that
I
was
assure
it.
you, I came out of the theater.
but that was it. That was about as far as I could make it. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, well, this whole
My butthole is just clenched like this, and I gotta stop.
thing was intentional because I only got 20 minutes into it, and I thought to myself, I wonder how far Charles can get. And I put him up to
about 15
watching
minutes.
it. He was like, I don't want to watch that. I was like, no, it's Spielberg. And he was like, oh, okay. And
Spielberg, it's probably pretty good.
he got about as far as I got.
Jackass.
It needed to make 300 million to break
Oh!
even. To break even.
I'm betting it didn't.
It made 76 million.
Oh my god. I mean, it's Spielberg. He probably doesn't care because he's like, no, I just had to get my artistic message out.
Universal Studios fucking cares,
They
though.
care. Yeah.
A asshole. Yo, it's for a quarter
what
bill.
what are you doing with my money? Oh. Well, there you go. I guess leave some comments down below and let us know. Did you see this movie? Did you make it all the way through? Did you love it? Did you hate it? All that kind of usual shit.
One of the major complaints, a major complaint in '61 was that the sharks were played by just regular shitty white Hollywood actors wearing makeup.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Which
Pretending.
in '61, I guess, might have been tough to cast for a million reasons.
I guess.
And now,
I mean,
they
it's-
used authentic Puerto Rican actors for the most part, but they complained about Maria. There was a complaint like, oh, once again, the female lead isn't played by a real Puerto Rican. But she is. She's half black. She's half black, half Puerto Rican. I was like, fuck
She's
you
still
with your
fucking
bullshit
Puerto Rican then.
complaints.
But that's
Leave the fucking girl alone.
that's just dumb.
Fucking Disney pussy bullshit. Fuck you. She's not Puerto Rican enough for you?
She's not Puerto Rican enough. That was the problem.
Anyway.
Oh, come on.
This movie sucks.
It does. If you didn't make
There was
it
no
this far
reason.
in our review, I understand. You probably didn't make it this far into West Side Story.
Well, that's why we opened with the Johnny Beer story. Because I knew I needed to hook people somehow.
We needed at least 3 minutes of view time.
The problem is this. This is the biggest problem as it concerns us.
Right.
Anybody that watched West Side Story and cares enough to watch a review of it is not going to watch our channel.
Probably not. No.
It's a very
Unless
very different audience.
Unless they're like looking up who else loved West Side Story along with me. Two gaming dudes. I bet you they loved it. Click.
assholes.
You sons of bitches. You're welcome.
I just wanted to see how far he could get, and it's not far.
It's not far. Most of the stuff that happens in this trailer, I didn't see any of this stuff. I have no idea what's happening here.
I'm okay with that.
That's fine. All right, we're out of here. Hope you click subscribe, because if you haven't already, do it now.
Yes.
Right now.
We'll have more Johnny Beer stories for you.
All right, we'll see you later. Bye.
Oh, God.